on July 1st, 2017, I made $0 in sales that day. Or actually, wait. Maybe it wasn't, no. I think I made $0 in sales that day. I think I got my first sale the second day. My best friend. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's Kenya H. If you're new here, welcome back. No, I'm sorry. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm really happy you're here. I really hope you like this video. You might as well like and comment, subscribe right now because you're going to absolutely love it here. So hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button. And if you're not new here and you're a regular here, welcome back. I'm so glad you're back for another video. Yeah, I'm just happy you're back. I'm happy you're here. So let's just jump right in. Y'all, I was really just sitting here struggling like with my camera for the past 40 minutes or so. Like, I basically couldn't get it to focus, and it was really getting on my nerves. So I just really sat here and struggled with that, and it's like 10:30 at night, and I'm filming this video, so it's whatever though. I was like, it really was giving me a headache, and I was gonna just sit the whole camera down and go get into bed. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but I was like, no, I said I was gonna film this video today, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna film this video today. So here we are. And I got me some wine right here. This wine is it's really good. I've been drinking this wine a lot lately, and so just so I can loosen up a little bit, because that honestly just gave me a headache. And so besides that, let's just jump right into what this video is about and why you guys are here. This video today is going to be about how I created my 6-figure lash company, how I built it from the ground up. And I'm not going to get too detailed, because y'all know I'll talk for like an hour, and y'all ain't here for that. So I'm pretty much just going to run you guys through the journey of how I built the business, and how I kind of got where I am today with the business. And that's pretty much that. And I do want to give a quick disclaimer. I'm not making this video to tell you guys what you should do. I'm kind of just telling you guys what I did and what worked for me. And you'll be able to identify some things that maybe you could see working for you when you want to start your own business, or if you're in the middle of starting your business or running your own business. It might be some things that you pull out from this video that you want to try, or that you think might work for you. But I just do want to make it clear that I'm not telling you guys this is exactly what you should do, because your journey is different from my journey is different from your journey, and yeah. So I'm just going to tell you guys how I did it, and it is definitely some things in here that you could pull out that that could help you with your own business for sure. So let's just get started. I started my business. Okay, well, let me run it back, because all of you guys don't even know who I am and what my business is in the first place. So I own a company called Lashkandii. Lashkandii is a lash cosmetics company. We primarily just sell lashes, to be honest. And I'm working on adding other things like lash and makeup accessories to the website. That's as far as I plan on expanding as of right now. And I just recently rebranded the company back in July of 2020. I reopened my company under a new name, new website, new everything. And before that, we were known as Official SBY. SBY stood for Styles by Yadi. That's kind of what it was. And we were known under Official SBY since 2017. So 2017 to 2020. It was Official SBY. 2020 till right now, March of 2021, we are Lashkandii. So there's that. And I started my business, like I said, back in 2017. At that time, I was in college. So if you guys don't already know, I do have my bachelor's degree in marketing. I went to Western Illinois University, a school about 4 hours away from Chicago. So I was like a junior in college when I started my business. And pretty much like my whole life, I've always been into selling things. Like, Before that, I was selling t-shirts. I sold candy before at school, earrings. Like, I've always been into selling stuff my whole life. That's just kind of who I am. So it was kind of natural for me to start a business. But the real way it kind of came about was one summer, that summer, my junior year in college, I decided to stay at school instead of going back home to Chicago. I stayed at school in my apartment, and I worked a job in the computer technology department at my school, which is where I worked for like 3-4 years while I was at school. But I stayed and I took a job there over the summer, and I was making like $16 an hour, which was pretty good for me at the time. You know, that was a nice couple of dollars. But I was working that job 9 to 5. I was living in my apartment with my boyfriend at the time that summer, and that's pretty much what it was. And so my job was really boring. Like, it was really boring, y'all. I used to clean computers and update computers all day with software and stuff like that around my college campus throughout the whole summer. So I just had a whole bunch of free time on my hands. Like, while I was working, it was like a lot for me to do. So I remember one day I was on Instagram and I saw these really cute glasses, and they were like bedazzled sunglasses. And I was like, oh, I really want me some of these. And when I went it was actually the person who owned the company was Funhouse JJ. It was either she had a collab with this other company or she owned the company, one of the two. But it was Funhouse JJ. She was one of the first Instagram girls I really looked at, like, oh, she's fire, you know. And I saw those bedazzled sunglasses, and I wanted me a pair, but they were like $120. Like, they were taxing. And I was like, at that time, I couldn't afford that. Like, I wasn't going to spend $120 on those sunglasses. It was just beyond me. So I was like, I could really make these myself. And so from there, I wanted to make the glasses myself. And when I was going to make my own pair, I was like, well, I can make this into a business. And I can sell sunglasses. And that's what I did. I went and bought all of the stuff to make these sunglasses, and to make them bejeweled out and bedazzled out. And I was like, I'm going to make this my business. And so pretty much, like, I saw a problem and I saw a solution. I always tell people the way you start a business is you come to a problem, or you find a problem, and then you find a solution, and boom, you have a business. So to me, that was my problem, was that the sunglasses were too expensive. I could find a way to make them cheaper and to make them still look nice. So yeah, I started sunglasses. I started making them. I started making my own website. I was super resourceful, so it was nothing for me to really try to create my own website. And then actually right before that, the past few months before that, was like during that wave of when everybody was wearing those bleached cut up t-shirts and stuff. So I had actually was selling those, and I was in the middle of creating a website for those shirts, but I never followed through with it, but I started it. So I really just went and took that website, took that Instagram I had started for those shirts, and remade it into, deleted all the stuff, and remade it into the Instagram and website I would use for those sunglasses. So I already had like probably 200 followers just from me bleaching shirts back before. And I already kind of had a website. I just needed to work on it and change out the content. So that was pretty much what I did. And I worked on it for like a month, and then I set my release date to be July 1st, 2017. I had told people I was doing this business. I didn't really know what a rollout was back then, so didn't have a rollout really. I just told people about it, and that's pretty much what it was. And the website opened July 1st, 2017. I made $0 in sales that day. Or actually, wait. Maybe it wasn't, no. I think I made $0 in sales that day. I think I got my first sale the second day. My best friend, Casina, bought a pair of sunglasses. And then the days to come, a couple of my other friends bought glasses here and there, but it was pretty dry. Like, to be totally honest with y'all, it was pretty dry. But I still liked it. Like, I still really liked those glasses, and I was like, whatever, I'm going to keep going. So that's what I did. But then summer went away and the fall came, and so I was like, damn, nobody's going to be buying sunglasses in the fall in Chicago, you know? Like, it's cold. So then I was like, all right, what am I going to do now? And I was into makeup in college a lot. Like, I did makeup for a little side hustle before. And I really love me some lashes. And so I came across this video on YouTube while I was at work one day of this girl talking about how she bought lashes for cheap. And she bought them for herself. She didn't have a business. And so she would like naming all of these vendors and how it was like so cheap. And I was like, wow, she's getting these cute lashes this cheap. I could too. And I could sell them and I could put those on my website, my sunglasses. And so from there, I literally, the vendors that she was naming, I went and I looked them up and I started looking up other vendors. And that whole world of vendors was totally new to me at the time, so I knew nothing about it. But I ordered some lashes as samples, sent them to my house, and I tested them out on myself. And I really liked them. I was like, these are perfect, like, for me to sell. And so from there, I ordered a few more styles. I didn't have that much money because I was paying bills and like I just didn't have that much money to pour into a business at the time. So I literally just ordered me a couple of samples and tried some out. And then the ones I had left over were the ones I decided to sell. And so I had started putting lash content on the Instagram page, put the lashes on the website, let people know I had lashes for sale. And my friends were buying lashes from me. Like my roommates that I lived with in my apartment, they were buying them. And some people I knew from college, they were buying them. And family, they'll buy some for me. I didn't have no real nice packaging. Like I literally had the vendor packaging with the glitter paper and all of that stuff. And I just had me like a label maker or whatever. And that pretty much was what it was. And so at that time, still wasn't really making no money. So this is probably, we getting into school now. I'm like September, October 2017. And I was just selling lashes to people who knew I had lashes, but I still kept the website up. Website at that time was kind of trash. It really wasn't nothing special about it. The pictures were iPhone pictures, nothing special. And the Instagram was like, you'll see my face on there sometimes, my friends' faces, and that was pretty much it. But nonetheless, I kept working on the business. And then like December came, well, Black Friday came. Didn't really know anything about how to run a Black Friday campaign. So that was kind of dry. I had made my first email set up and sent it to 32 people that I had on my email list at that time. Didn't really make no money. But December came, and that time I went back from school, and I was at home in Chicago, and I was working at Target. So I kind of had a lot of free time, but I didn't really like working that job. And I was like, wow, I really need to get my business together because I don't really like working jobs. And so I called my friend Casina and told her, like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this business, but I need for it to, like, take off. Like, I need to do something. And she was like, have you ever tried working with influencers? And I was like, no, not really. Like, I never sent anything to people, like, as far as PR. And she was like, you need to try working with influencers. And she started sending me, like, these girls on Twitter and on Instagram who were just cute, and they did their makeup, and they had a lot of followers. And we just started DMing some and asking them, like, do you want to try our lashes, basically. I don't even remember what my PR message was, like, at that time, y'all, but I'm pretty sure it was something just like, can I send you a package of lashes to wear, like, you know. And at that time, 2017, 2018, influencer culture was a lot different. Everybody wasn't an influencer at that time, so it was like they were more open to getting PR. Like, a lot of people weren't even charging for PR at that time. So from there, I started sending out free lashes, and I had a job at Target, and I was making decent money at Target. So it was like I kind of really didn't mind because I had a little extra money to spend, so I didn't mind sending stuff out for free. And then from there, I sent some stuff out, and then I started getting pictures back. So girls started posting pictures in the lashes. I started getting super excited. I was reposting the pictures. I had never bought a bulk order at this time, y'all. Like, I was buying lashes by the 10, 15, by the 20. That was it. I was not buying no bulk. Didn't really barely know about bulk at that time. And my vendor let me purchase small quantities. So I was doing that, but I was also not getting like DHL fast shipping. Lashes were taking forever to get to me. So my business started ramping up just a little bit. Like, I wasn't getting consistent orders every day, but more people were starting to see I had a business, like on my college campus and stuff like that. My friends were buying more lashes. So business started moving up, and then I kept sending out the PR boxes. That was something like I just kept doing, was sending out more and more lashes to people. Like, I had worked with so many content creators, y'all. It was crazy. And then from there, it was like that whole year of 2018 was just me building the foundation of my business, me building up our Instagram page, me sending out stuff to content creators and working with people, taking more pictures, all of that stuff. That's pretty much what I did the whole year of 2018. And then in the middle of the year, business started to pick up. And I remember like probably that summer or so was when I bought my first wholesale order. And that was like 150 lashes. That was my first wholesale order. And then I started adding more lashes to the collection. And we just kind of started to grow from there. I think like once I finally hit that 8,000 follower mark, I used to have a giveaway for every 1,000 followers I would hit. Like I have a big giveaway on Instagram and give away boxes of lashes, boxes of makeup that I knew people really liked. Like y'all remember the Amarezzi highlighter? I gave that away. Juvia's Place palettes were really popular, so I would buy those and add them in our giveaways. I would add all the items I knew people really liked in makeup to our giveaways because I knew people would really be interested in participating in the giveaway and following us and interacting with us. So that was one thing I did for every 1,000 followers I gained. And those used to be really successful for me. And then we hit like 8,000, 10,000 followers, and then after that, like it just started rolling through like more and more people. I kept working with content creators. Like I didn't stop with that. So I kept sending out free stuff just so I could have content to post on my Instagram page. And the market also wasn't as saturated back then, y'all. Like 2017, 2018, the lash market was not that saturated. It was lash businesses for sure, but not like it is now. So then also, what kind of helped me a lot pick up on my revenue, which what brought me to like, I think I made by the end of that year, I made like 30, 40,000. I started learning how to work Facebook ads. That changed the game for me. Once I learned how to work Facebook ads, and at that time, Facebook ads were so cheap, y'all, because everybody wasn't on it like people are now. So it was really cheap, that like cost per click and everything. It was very cheap. So I learned how to work Facebook ads. I started running retargeting ads, meaning like I was running ads to people who visited my website or visited my Instagram. I was running ads to them. And then I started making money like that. People were seeing the ads and they was really buying. And so from there, I started doing my research and I learned about lookalike audiences. And a lookalike audience, long story short, is pretty much when you put into Facebook, you put in some data either from a list that you upload of customers, or you have Facebook's Pixel installed on your website and they're collecting data from customers and they match that data to their Facebook profile. And then once they do that, say you got like 100 orders, they match all of, I think it's a minimum of 100 that you got to have anyway. A minimum of 100 people on the list, they're going to match that to the 100 Facebook profiles who have that email address. And then they're going to generate a lookalike audience of those people who have the same behaviors and shopping habits. They're going to generate a lookalike audience of over like 1 million plus people who look and act just like them. And now you. Okay, so of course my camera dies on me mid-sentence. But basically what I was saying is Facebook is going to generate that lookalike audience. And once they create that lookalike audience of the millions of people who act just like your past customers, they're going to reintroduce, when you run your ads, you can choose that audience to run your ads to. And so now there is a group of people seeing your ads that have the same behaviors as your customers, meaning that they're likely to shop with you. So that was kind of where the real money was at with Facebook ads. And so I made a lot of money from running ads and retargeting, and then also to running ads to lookalike audiences. And as my business grew, I probably made more money with the lookalike audiences. So that's what kind of brought me in a lot of revenue during 2018. And then 2019 was kind of the year where I finally was able to hit 6 figures in my business. And that was shortly after my graduation. Shortly after graduation. And so I honestly think, let me finish from where I even decided to rebrand as well. So after that, my business was going really good. Like everything was going cool. And then I started running into like trouble with like just my business growing and kind of how I should go about it. I ran into a lot of trouble there, and like I just didn't have the proper help that I needed to. And so, and then also when I created my business, I never knew it would get as big as it got. So my business wasn't really branded the way it should have been branded to be where it was at. So I always knew, like, after that point where things really were going good for me, I knew I was going to rebrand eventually. And so coming into 2020 was when I really made that decision, like right around when COVID started, February 2020. I was like, yeah, I want to rebrand my entire business. I want to start fresh and just start over. And so that's when I started coming up with that plan. And then by July of 2020, I had a brand new business. And then that's when I had Lashkandii. Lashkandii was born. We opened July 10th, 10 days after my 3-year anniversary of July 10th of 2020. And so that's kind of where I am now today with the business. And just to kind of recap, what I really would say is what took me to getting that 6 figures and to, well, becoming a 6-figure company, y'all, honestly, was a mixture of me learning Facebook ads and how to work them really well myself, meaning I didn't have to pay anybody to do that for me. I learned the ins and outs on my own. And then also influencer marketing. Influencer marketing helped me tremendously because even though I was into makeup, I wasn't a content creator girl. That just wasn't who I was. So I needed a way to showcase my lashes on people. I needed a way to engage with the makeup community. I needed a way to present my products in front of them. So influencer marketing was something that was like perfect for my business. And I work with micro influencers to macro influencers. And if you've been following me, you know, like even now I've worked with a lot of the Instagram faves, even including the Shade Room. So I have kind of like a lot of experience in that, and that's what I really like to use in my business because I just really like engaging with the beauty community in general. And my personal preference is to work with micro influencers, honestly. But we'll save that for another video, I guess, my thoughts on that. But that's pretty much what took me to where I am today, y'all. It's kind of just being consistent. And in between there, but outside of the ads and like working with content creators, it was also in my products too. Like I tested all of my products out. I continue to add new products, like new lashes throughout the years. I will always add new collections. I always ran promotions. I always did things to boost my Instagram following. I stayed active on social media as much as I possibly could. And that was literally everything, you guys. So my best advice, I guess, is I would say if you're a new brand starting out, figure out how you can differentiate yourself amongst your competitors, for one. Make sure you study in your industry. That was one thing I had to do heavy. Like when I made that decision, like my brand is going to take off next year, I studied all the makeup brands that I wanted to be like. So Anastasia, Beverly Hills, ColourPop, Lily Lashes, Too Faced Cosmetics, Juvia's Place, Crayon Case. Like I signed up for their email list. I would look at their websites. I would look at their Instagrams because I wanted to see what it looked like to be a big business. And I wanted to know what that content creation looked like. So I definitely studied my industry a lot. And then I also try new things. Like don't be afraid to try new stuff on your Instagram. Run giveaways. Do collaborations. Try new content. Take fresh pictures as much as you can. Like do everything until something works, you know. That's definitely my best advice that I could give. And then making sure you're always doing something in your business. Every single day since I started this company, I did something in relation to my business. Whether it was the smallest thing ever, I did something, you know. So that pretty much sums up this video, I guess. What that finishes this video. I hope you guys kind of learned something. I hope that kind of helped you guys in your journey of where you are. And if you want to see something like more in depth, if you want to hear me talk more in depth about something, feel free to comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe on this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video coming soon. So thanks. Bye.